Hi, Peter Delane. Thanks for taking the time to look at another one of my videos. I just want to do a quick video today on the use of YouTube, or the lack of, for many agents I know. Um, and when I say using YouTube, I'm talking about putting maybe your listing on YouTube and optimizing it a little bit. And it's really simple. And what it does is it gets you a lot of traffic. And as real estate agents, I don't think you realize how lucky you have it compared to my side on the mortgage side. Because in order for me to give you an example, for me to run an ad for a mortgage related term, it's about 40. It could be as high as $40 on a pay per click advertisement. Where I could run that same ad for a realtor for 21 cents a click or even a dollar. So, and why I say that is competition, and I'll bring it into play here in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually show you a video that I've put together real quick I'm going to pick on my wife a little bit because she's an actual agent, and I put it together, learned how to do it, and it ranked #1 for this area that we live in, and it's a very small area, and I did it in 2 hours, or not even an hour. I mean, it ranked in an hour, and there's traffic still coming in on it. So what I'll do is I'm going to jump over to YouTube, and I live on the eastern shore of Maryland, so I'm going to go to Ken Island homes. Oops, if I can spell, for sale. And I'm inside of YouTube, and right there it is. It's #1. And if you click on it, I did this quite some time, a couple months ago, and this is free traffic. That no sense. It's just a slideshow of her pictures of the listing. It just actually settled. And then what I'm doing is I'm driving traffic to her website right here, which um, that's a whole nother video. I'll talk about that. But um, I'm actually coming up with a better idea of where to drive this traffic to so it doesn't bounce off your website. So my point is if you have listings, or if you can borrow listings of people that are in your office, and create a slideshow. And listen, this took me 20 minutes. I'll bet you it took me 10 minutes. I did it a couple months ago. It is really simple, nothing high tech at all. You just create a slideshow with the pictures you have and optimize it a little bit. And I'm going to do other videos on how to do that, but I just wanted to get you thinking. If I can put 60 people in a small area to my website, well, I'm not an agent, to my wife's website, there are, and I could have put more up. I could have done more things with keyword rich to get it actually picked up by Google, and I'll work on that too in the future. But my point is, it's all about traffic. Whether you're looking for buyers, or I mean, if you're going to go in and list a home, and you tell your customer, go jump on YouTube real quick and have a look at Ken Island homes for sale, and there's a listing that's sold. That's #1. It's on top of all these other listings of all the 9,000 results up here. I didn't do anything fancy. I just took action. And, when it comes to taking action, it's not just, it doesn't have to be a perfect action. I actually think I'd rather see an imperfect action. And I'm going to get into that in a little minute, in a minute. But if you take action and actually do these little things I show you that I picked up through all the seminars and all the classes and all the webinars and all the stuff, and I try it because I've got a vested interest, because I love marketing and I like to see this stuff work. And of course, my wife's an agent. So and get this little bit of extra views and traffic. That's not going to go anywhere unless somebody goes in there and tweaks it up and knocks me out of there. But it's 2 months later, and I'm still sitting in the first position, and I haven't even gone back in and made the corrections I wanted to make to it, because I own a company and I'm pretty busy. But I'm hoping a light bulb goes off and you get the idea. This is just a simple slideshow based, and it is not to show your sellers per se. It's just to get traffic back to you, being the listing agent, being the or after it's sold, to have buyers come on there and pick buyers up even during a listing period, or whatever the purpose might be. You drive the traffic back to you. And I've got another video and a whole idea coming in the future about actually where to drive this traffic to, so you could get a much better ratio of custom buyers. But one of the things I want to talk about, that the advantage that you have as a real estate agent over a mortgage originator, is that you can get real hyper local. And what I mean by that is, I mean that your little neighborhoods, and I'll pick on a neighborhood that I live in, or near Wye River, a river over here in the Eastern Shore of Maryland. And you can actually do a video, or you can actually do a video of yourself, an actual video, and don't worry panicking about doing videos. I'm going to get into that too. And talk about the neighborhoods using keywords. And Google will pick up, YouTube and Google, because Google owns YouTube, will pick up what you're saying, the keywords in the video, and optimize that video. So you could go stand outside of a neighborhood and use keywords and talk about that neighborhood, and Google will pick that video up and rank you up high in that area if you optimize it right. And that's more traffic, and more traffic. I mean, when you go on a listing appointment, I have right now, I say hi, I do her marketing. She has 620 registered users in her IDX that you can show a seller that when she goes on a listing appointment. But for the basic part, I just want you to think a little bit about outside the box. YouTube is not overpopulated. Obviously, if I can put a video in here, I've never done that before, and be ranked #1, drive traffic back to her website, which I will change that in the future. I've got some better ideas on that. And get that traffic back just from one simple 7-minute thing to do. It's just about, if you're looking to increase your business, increase your market share, more visibility, and larger numbers at the end of the year, these little tweaks that you can do will make a big difference. And matter of fact, I do know for a fact that a call-in came in from this actual video. And another thing I want to talk about, we're getting back to the hyper local and being able to talk about the neighborhood that you live in, or even more hyper than that, than the street. You can actually do a video on a street if you wanted to. And the more hyper local you get, the less the competition, the higher your ranking. And when you talk about videos, people, they freeze, and I'm guilty of it too. I've done maybe 10-15 videos in the last year, and it took me 4 months just to get over the fact that I actually had to get in front of a camera. More importantly, I'm going to do another video in the near future on how to do these videos. I've done my videos with my iPhone, and I know what you need. I think that the software was the app was $5 on the iPhone. I think my microphone was $12, maybe $20. I bought a tripod. I don't think it was more than $30. And there's probably something I'm not remembering right now to produce a video. And I'll show you one of them here real quick. I think I have one up over here. Now, listen, I'm no pro at this stuff, but here's a video that's on one of my advertisements that go out to people that are looking for homes with less than 0 down. And this is a video from my iPhone.
Thank you for the inquiry for the list of properties available with 0 money down.
I'm not going to go too far into it, but that's an actual video that I produced on my iPhone. And a lot of the things I read in the forums is the fact that it's so expensive to produce videos. It's not. It really isn't. And I have total proof, and I'm going to give a list of items that you're going to need to actually do a video. And more importantly, it's the idea, and we're coming up on 10 minutes. I like to keep these 10 minutes or under, but it's the idea of the action. And I'd prefer if it was an imperfect action, because nobody wants to see a professional video that's absolutely perfect. They want to see the real you. They want to see you vulnerable in what you look like, and everybody sees you the way you are. And if you're concerned about doing a video because you don't want to be seen, or guess what? When I got over that, that's when I realized that, okay, I'm over it. I'm going to start getting up here and doing, yeah, I have to take a couple takes, and but everybody does. But people, when I started doing my videos, my business, my response rate, people felt as though they know me better. And being a real estate agent, I'm getting a little bit over 10 minutes. I'm only done here in 30 seconds. Being a real estate agent, you could do these videos super, super, hyper local and get ranked in Google. And it is simple. I did that video for Lori. It took me 7 minutes. She will get traffic for the rest of her license time unless somebody knocks me out of there. That's it for now. Have a great day. Much more information to follow.